June 30th, 2013 is a big day for the scouting staffs of the 30 NHL teams. It is the day that represents the culmination of 2 years' worth of analysis, projection, and discussion about the top teenage hockey players in the world. For the Philadelphia Flyers, it's also a reset button of sorts, erasing the disappointment of last season and beginning the start of a lengthy journey that they hope brings them back to prominence in the NHL. This is that story. This is the Flyers' flight plan. Sunday morning, just hours before the draft. For the Flyers staff, all the preparations are complete, and it's a chance to take a breather and have some breakfast together before taking the short bus ride up the New Jersey Turnpike.
Well, it's hard not to be excited. The scouts, I'm sure for every team, this is like their Super Bowl. So our guys are excited. We have a fairly high pick in what we consider a good draft. We have all of our picks other than the fourth round, so they get a chance to do their work, and they're excited about it. This is kind of what we all live for. We're all hockey guys and hockey people, and you get all the hockey people under the same roof, and funny things happen.
All the pomp and circumstances complete and the draft commences. Players come off the board at a rapid rate. At the Flyers draft table, General Manager Paul Holmgren and the rest of the brass wait patiently for their pick, number 11, to arrive. Then, just before the pick is to be announced, Holmgren receives a phone call. On the other end is Marc Bergevin, General Manager of the Montreal Canadiens. He wants to talk trade. Holmgren discusses it briefly with the staff before walking back to Montreal's table to chat with Bergevin. When it becomes evident that the Canadiens want to move up to select the same player that the Flyers are interested in, Holmgren politely declines Montreal's offer and returns to his seat, where he calls the league table and makes an official selection.
There is Paul Holmgren and the Philadelphia Flyers on their way to the stage with pick number 11.
It's fair to say that the Flyers draft their way out of their free agent mistakes.
Yeah, and they're going to draft a Flyer here, I believe, because Samuel Morin's a 6'6" defenseman who likes to hit and fight.
I'd like to thank Lou Lamoriello and the New Jersey Devils for their hospitality. And with the 11th pick of the 2013 entry draft, the Philadelphia Flyers are proud to select from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, Rimouski, Samuel Morin. Samuel's come a long way in a short period of time. He's ultra competitive. He's for a guy that's that big. He skates very well.
Well, first of all, I love his size. He's a 6'7". He's only about 200 pounds right now, but he's going to obviously put on some size. Over the years, he'll fill out. Just love for a big guy. He's a great skater.
For a big man, he can move. Obviously, plays tough, plays mean. I think he's a Philadelphia Flyer.
I think he's going to be a very good defender. That's good with the puck and can get you out of trouble at the end of the day. And very competitive. To me, we all watch the playoffs. It's still very, very competitive, and big guys that are competitive have an advantage, especially if they can get around the ice good. And this guy can.
He's a challenger. He challenges everybody. He breaks up a lot of plays with a big stick, big reach, and as the year went on, we got to see a little bit of his offensive side improve. So he's got a lot of projection here, but he's got the full package if everything works out.
After the obligatory exchange of pleasantries and photo opportunities, the Flyers staff returns to its table to bunker down for 5 more picks in the later rounds. But for Samuel Morin, his whirlwind of an afternoon his first as a member of the Flyers, has only just begun.
Sorry. One pitch again. We gotta go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
I like the hat.
Oh yeah, more like that. It's more classic. I'm at the draft. We have to go. Just one. Just one. Sorry. Oh, quick. Sorry. No problem. Let's go.
Oh, not even for the Flyer fan.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. Come back.
Yeah, we'll come back. What's up?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now you're going to go through some of the media stuff, interviews and pictures and all of that. We have a bathroom back there if you need to fix your hair up, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. I'm going to give you up Josh here, and he's going to take you around.
Thank you.
One more thing. Here's your credential. You don't have to wear it. Just have it on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi. Congratulations. Thank you.
Come on in. Have a seat, friends.
Did you know that the Flyers had a lot of interest in you? Did you talk to them a little bit beforehand?
Yeah, I just talked to the Flyers at the Combine, and yeah, I don't know that they were interested by me, but I'm so proud to be a Flyers. Yeah.
From your own experiences watching growing up, when you say Philadelphia Flyers, what comes to your mind?
Just a great story, their organization, and right now just Claude Giroux, Max Talbot, Chris Pronger. When I was seeing him play just with the Flyers, he was very good. So a lot of great player, tough player. They can score a goal and they can play a hard game. Yeah, it's always the same thing. Like how much time before NHL? Are you happy to be a Flyers? Everything, and yeah. It's a part of the business. You have to be a hockey player.
Do you know much about like Scott Hartnell or Wayne Simmons
I
or
know,
Claude Giroux?
I know Chris Pronger for sure. When I was young, that was my idol. So
Great player, absolute great player.
Just to shake his hand, that was amazing. Just on the stage, I think I play like Chris Pronger. A very mean game. I can fight. I'm tough. So like Flyers like I think.
Did anybody ever tell you you resemble Chris Pronger facially? Have you ever been told that?
No. I think no one tell. In a Russian guy in Rocky, a lot of people say I'm like him. Like when he fight a Russian guy.
Ivan Drago?
Yeah, Drago, exactly. Yeah. when Scout told me about my game, how NHL player compare.
They compare you to Chris Pronger.
I compare, and I think they compare too. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Since I'm 16 and since I'm a junior, it's always the same question. So it's pretty easy for me to answer. In English, it's tougher, and French is easier, but yeah. Oh ouais, c'est ça. Tu viens à bouche sec, là, là encore. Fait que c'est ça.
Quelqu'un donné-lui de l'eau?
Non, j'ai demandé tantôt, peut-être l'avoir. C'est pas.
Oh. It gets cold in Philadelphia.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
Hey, you want to try it on?
Yeah, for sure. My ears are. Can I put that? Oh, look.
Dude, you look amazing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Listen, I know you got to go. I just want to say
Yeah,
thanks for stopping
thank
by.
you.
It's great to meet
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Right after, I go to the hotel just to sleep because I was so tired. Yeah, just interview, and yeah, that was just that.
On the next episode of Flight Plan, the Flyers finish up the draft by adding 5 more players to the prospect cupboard. The team returns home and begins its summer schedule, which includes development camp for the organization's top young talent. But this camp will be unlike any other, with off-ice activities that teach these up-and-comers what it means to be a pro.